development goals, and we will use that acronym throughout the course of our presentation, so we'll call them SDGs. And as we're presenting, we will learn that it's a number of those goals, but with respect to what we're doing today, we then came out with quality education as the goal that we think fits with the purpose of this day. Alright, so as I've already said, that SDGs are sustainable development goals, and these were originally adopted by United Nations in 2015. And in that, they adopted 17 goals with 169 targets. So each goal has got a target that has fit in the course of that goal. And in those 17 goals that they adopted, the main focus was to create a positive lasting change, and also create freedom in the general areas of what we call this presentation 5 Ps, which is people, planet, prosperity, peace, partnership. So if you're looking at it, we will present it from the larger scope of it, and then we narrow it down to what we chose. So the aim also is to create a framework for development programs, and you will learn that when you're going through this at your own time, that it's not just only in education, but it's across different areas. And then the focus is to eradicate poverty, hunger, violence, fear, and diseases. It's also to promote literacy, equality, human rights, sanitation, and hygiene. There's education, and also it is to promote physical, mental, and social well-being. Those are all the focus of those. That's what all these sustainable development goals focus on. And the overarching aim is to build the Millennium Goals and work towards the critical areas that the United Nations identified for sustainability. And these areas are economic development, the social development, the environmental development. Continue, Nancy. Now, coming to quality education, the main theme there is to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education. Okay, much more inclusive education, whether it's including even our children who are, or people who are differently abled. You know, these days it's not even allowed to call them disabled, because that term alone is disabling them. And also to promote lifelong learning opportunities for everyone. Okay, so I think that one is to, you know, if you get into the realities of life, you would visit some department sometime and realize that this person has got all the degrees, but there's too much incompetency. So here they're trying to change all such kind of things. And the target is to ensure that all children complete free, equitable, and quality primary and secondary education. Those are the goals. I'm not going to dwell much on them anymore. Yeah, those are the goals. Continued. They want to increase the number of youth. I think we all know these kind of things. So let's go to the course now, the courses that we found there. So in the course reviews that they have under the goal quality education, I think we have spent, there are 3 of them, but we've spent most of our time on the 2 ones, analyzing the 2 ones. And each of these, they are approximately 14 to 18 hours. There are 2 to 3 hours per lecture, and there is an assessment per week at the end of, I don't know whether at the end or where, but there's an assessment at each of the week. And the duration of all of them are 5 weeks, the other one is 4 weeks. And the kind of the course content or material that they're using, there's actually ranging from 5 to 11 videos. I think the maximum would be a 20-minute video. And in the first one, they're looking, for example, at it's what we call, it's human rights. And what they're doing is they are looking at different academic disciplines, from psychology to law and economics and others. And in each of these, they are using an interdisciplinary approach to guide students into selection of critical issues in the child rights kind of a thing. And so if you're looking at it, it's much more videos and practical live examples that they're using, and in each of these, there's only one reading that is recommended and approved. That's the material that they're using, and there are 2 quizzes. I think that's the assessment. So, as I already mentioned, that in other one, they're using an interdisciplinary approach. The second one is looking at the experimentation with it's experiments, though. It's looking and analyzing at real-life practical experiments in different real-life fields and changing variables to see 2 or 3 variables to see what would happen. And in one case, they are doing this using the calculation so that the students can understand the building blocks of planning an efficient experiment. And they also, then in the other module, there is a case where you just use a software to do all those experiments. So which kind of like much more blended, because there's the real physical one that you'll be doing, and there's also but all those realities, they are much more in a lecture captured stuff. So they would upload those lectures rather than having someone in a physical structure. And so it's much more student-centered learning, because in each of them they are purely online, and there is you reset the deadlines yourself, the students. So they're doing or they're going through these modules at their own time and their own pace. So in a way, there's more of a self-driven learning there. You must go there yourself. And in the first one that is interdisciplinary, you would have about 11 videos, for example, in the first module, and in that there are different scenarios. So the students are presented with the wider variety of what is happening within that topic, and so it means they must interrogate each of these videos and then decide which video works for them, which video explains a certain concept for them. So it means their learning is much more student-centered. They are the ones who must come with what would work or explain a certain concept for them, rather than having the lecturer giving you that, use this, watch this, and stuff. And